This is the bunny book. It's a little golden book, and the way that I do them, I try to keep the gold on the spine. So I basically break the little spine and I open it up, and then I add to it, and I bind in it, you know. But this one I did not keep the inside. Sometimes I try to save the inside, but I think it had writing and stuff on it. And this is for someone very special, and I wanted it to be like, you know, like everything was brand new. So, but still a junk journal. So, yeah. So the way I do them too is I take them and I put them in. Sometimes I cover it with washi. So if I have to alter the pages, but I keep the story intact as you go through the pages. If you've wanted to read the story, it's all legible. I don't cover any of the writing up, and you can tell the story as you're looking through the journal or writing through the journal or whatever. So this is the bunny book that we are embellishing, finishing up, however you want to say it. But I have I'm not going to go through and like decorate the entire thing with you. I want to touch on a couple of things that some of the ephemera that I have to add to it. Not really like tags and stuff like that. Maybe a few, because I want to show you how I'm doing it, but I'm not going to go through every single page and decorate every single page. I may do a flip through at the very end, in case you guys want to see it, that has all the finishing touches on it. But yeah, so like this little thing, I made this little shaker pocket. I will show it on a video on it, but sorry for the glare, but it's got sequins and stuff in there, and I just think it's cute. So yeah. So let's see what we're gonna do today. I think, are going to make some tickets. Okay. I had these pulled out. I'd done them in my haul the other day, and I had an idea to add them to this, because not everything has to be bunny, and you know, but these are still vintagey and they kind of go along with it. I had these pulled out, and I was wanting to maybe add a couple to it. I think I'm going to put them on tickets if they fit right. I think it'll be okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. We're not sure about those. But I do know that I have this scrap that I've used this piece of paper in like my last 2 videos. And this here, I want to put on tickets. But I have these here that I think I want to use that have little half tickets on them. Because I think these will fit nicely on here once I cut them down. I think those will fit real good. These tickets I got from the idea from a mask make that Seven Plaza did. I don't know if I did them exactly how she did them. Probably not, because I tend to go rogue quite often. And it's because I can't remember. And I just do my own thing. It's not purposely. That's just the way my brain works sometimes. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to do this kitty cat down here too. There's a little kitty cat about the same size. And if they're not straight, I'm not going to stress out over it too much, because it's junk journal ephemera, and we are going to distress it a little bit, and we're going to pop some other stuff on it. Yeah, those are definitely not straight. It's okay. No stress. Get the big scissors out, Cindy. Can't cut with them little ones. By the time I'm done with this poor little girl, she's not going to have any legs. All right. Okay, so we're going to do kitty cat there. Little girl there. She's not a little girl. I guess she's a woman. And I have flour up there. Yeah, sure. Clean it up a little bit. And yeah, just take, where are they at? It has some writing on it, but it's not legible, so I'm not too concerned about it being face up. Okay, so that way it matches the little rip up there. So yeah, so we're just going to stick this down, stick this one down, stick this one down. And I still have more paper to play with. Eventually it'll go in scrapbooks. But for now, we're just having fun with it. Okay, I don't know which one I'm going to use. Probably tea dye. That might be too dark. Let's try this one first. I kind of want to round the edges of them, then I don't. No, I'm not going to. So, there's a couple of things that I want to try and get in there today that I want to show you. Kind of a few of the things that we're going to use. I want to show you some of those. And if you have any questions, in case I don't film those, if you have any questions or anything, definitely ask me. Don't hesitate. I can tell you where I got about 75% of my stuff if I got it from a garage sale or antique mall. Most of it I remember. Some of it I do not. But I'll let you know if I do. Maybe I can at least let you know, give you an idea of where to start. And if you see something that you don't know what it is, or you don't know how to apply it, or anything like that, you can ask me. I can't tell you that my way is the right way, because sometimes, like I said, I go rogue, and we improvise a lot. And if you haven't watched me before, I will make mistakes, and I try not to edit them out. I try to leave them in, unless it's like a major thing and it's not really important to the finished product. You know, if I'm thinking for 30 minutes, I'm not going to leave that in the video. But yeah, I try to leave my solutions. And okay, so we're going to do that. I think I'm only going to make these one-sided. And if you notice, this is not actually, I think this was, I can't remember what it was. Frayed burlap, maybe? I think it was frayed burlap. And I didn't have an antique linen thing. I had the I had the re-inker, and I didn't have, or I think I had two frayed burlap. So the one that was dried out, I just put that in it. So I'm sure it's not supposed to be done that way, but that's what I did. Just okay, we're gonna rough this up a little bit because it's kind of not following the guidelines up there. Maybe I should put it on the smooth side then. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. But now, do I want to stamp something on this? Yeah, let's stamp something on that. I'm sure I have some kind of easy enough to get to background up here. Oh, that's perfect. For that, maybe we'll do coffee. I don't know how big this is compared to that. That's funny. That's funny. No, I don't normally like stamping with these. I like stenciling with them. I like distressing with them. I don't really care for stamping with them. And this is probably going to be all kinds of wonky because, well, let's turn the numbers face up. Can't put my head right above it. I think I'm somewhere close to the middle. Oh, looky there. I don't know if that's going to show up behind the pictures though. We may end up using the other side after all. Oops, that's a little off. That's what I get for thinking I know what I'm doing. Oh, in case you did see the last video, that vintage stamp that I thought was a vintage, I can't think what they're called. Good gravy. That I thought was the, what is that called? Why can't I think? I got all kinds of labels in here. Huh. Who knew? Not me, because I don't ever get in this drawer anymore. The stamp that I thought was a wax seal is actually, it was this. So I didn't ruin it, but it's in a different language. I have no idea what it says. Can you see it? If somebody knows what that says, please tell me. Hopefully it's nothing bad. I'm sure it's not, but yeah. So that's what we got out of that. This is a piece of napkin that I had down here in case I need to wipe something up. So we're just going to use this for the background on the other side. We have a helicopter outside. That's kind of odd for this area. Hopefully nothing happened out on the highway. Very cool stamp. Why don't you use it more? I don't know. I don't know. Stampers Anonymous. Yeah, that's funny. No idea how long I've had that, where it came from. Probably, well, it says the Peddler's Pack, apparently. Don't ask me, I was probably on vacation. I have no idea. My husband and I used to go down to Alabama. Take the kids down there for Christmas, and we'd stop at antique malls and stuff along the way. We also used to go to Branson, Missouri, and we never went to Silver Dollar City or anything like that. We always went to the thrift stores while we were there. Yeah, see, that's not. Oh, I like it the other way. We're just going to take a little bit of glue, and we're going to put these down. We're going to embellish them just a little bit. And that's how we're going to go. If you will notice, my loud family's here and awake and in full action. So I apologize, but then I don't, because that's my family and I love them. They try their best to be quiet. Okay. I feel like I'm being extremely quiet, so sorry. The little kitty cat. The little kitten. It's so cute. We had two little barn cats that are just as sweet as could be. They don't mess with the chickens. Yeah. They don't mess with anybody, really. I don't even think they chase mice. I really don't. Okay. I have a thing that I'm supposed to put this in when I'm not using it, but as you can see, I don't do that. Okay. So I have found these. I think they came in Fit or something, or Happy Mail maybe. I don't remember exactly, but I figured I'll just get you off of there because you're already just like doot doot. And just put you there. Do we want to put a pink one up there? Pink one down here. Put pink one down here. No, we'll put pink one up here. Put a blue one down here. They're pretty flat, so that's kind of cool. Oh, we're going to do blue up there. Come on, Cindy. That one's that way. We'll do this one this way. There. Simple, easy, pretty flat, cute ephemera for the journal. And she can do whatever she wants to with it. You can tear them apart because they are perforated. And yeah. So there's that one. Get this out of the way. Put it over there. I got a little area going for her stuff, but I don't think these are big enough. I wonder if they'd be big enough with that stamp though. Not that I'm gonna make y'all watch me, but ooh, they would. Yeah, I think we're doing that. You don't have to watch me. I will do that and show you the outcome when I do the flip through. Unless you want to leave me a comment and I can do it on film. Okay, so the things that we're going to be working with today are, I'm going to try and keep this one short, hopefully even shorter than the first one. But I want to show you some of the things that I want to incorporate into the journal. First off is I have these, which these are actually sold in the jewelry department. I got them on clearance from Michael's. I think it's Bead Landing years ago for like 70 something cents. But what I'm going to do with them is put them on top of a tag with probably just put a brad through the that or poke a hole, and just attach the jump ring to it, but for a little tassel off the top of a tag. But so these came from the jewelry section, and if you don't already know, go out of the paper section at your craft stores, go to the jewelry section. Always check the clearance area. Those type of things are, there's stuff that's readily available there, and you never know what you're going to find. So I wanted to put this big paper clip in there. It's something that I made. It's out of plastic packaging and some little shaker bits, and I just attached it to that. So that's going to go in there. We're going to put that to the side. Want to incorporate this little bunny. Somehow these two bunnies, I'm not exactly sure. I think I'm going to have to give them a lobotomy to be able to put something in them to attach them. These little things. Okay, let me show you these. These are little jewelry making items. This one doesn't have a bail on it. Yeah, we'll have to poke a hole in him and put him. That's a good idea. Yeah, we'll just sew through them and make them on something. But these, like this, they have the little bails on them, and they come from the like jewelry stuff. I think I got them from AliExpress or Temu or something like that. But if you don't want to buy these and you have pom-poms, all I did with this one was stick a ring for to make earrings, a piece of wire. Just take a piece of wire and put a little loop in the one side and a little loop in the other side, and it's just through the pom-pom. It's stuck in there. I'm going to hang a charm off the top or off the bottom and attach it maybe to a chain or something and have it as a dangle. So we're going to try and incorporate those. We're not going to get through all these today, obviously. I want to put these little cherries in. You don't have to buy these little cherries. You can make little paper leaves, put a little piece of brown string and 2 red pom-poms, and you can make them yourself. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to buy anything. I'd like to put a couple of these little I have ones with bunnies somewhere. I've been collecting this bunny stuff for longer than I've been making this journal, and I've been making this journal for a minute, but I want to put a couple of these in there too, I think, or somehow incorporate them. These are some of the charms that I would like to put on the tags or dangles or something, so I'm just going to put those in there. I'm just going to add all those back in there so I can keep showing you what I'm talking about. If you watched the last video and my struggles with the wax seal, I forgot to take the seal off of the little bunny paw, and it did not turn out good, but I'm not going to remake it. I will either try to cut the mess around him and still use him, maybe burn the edges a little bit with a lighter or something, or my iron, to kind of smooth them back out. But if it doesn't work, I'll just cut it up and put it back in next time I want to play with it. This is just another little charm. This is a little a bunny off some bunny trim from the last video. Maybe we'll do something with him. I have a couple of ideas, but yeah, we'll see. Also have that. I was gonna make some. I'll show you in a little bit, because that one's actually not for this one. That's for something else. That's a little wax seal. Okay. I wanted to take some of these paper beads that we made for the ABC April 2025 collaboration. We made book page items, buttons and stuff. And I wanted to see if I could possibly incorporate these into some of her dangles and stuff, because honestly, if I leave it laying around the craft room and don't use it, it's not going to get used. So why not try and use the stuff as we make it? I mean, building your stash is great, but sometimes too much is too much. So I'm going to try and use some of those in there. Then I have these little guys. I want to make clusters. Do a little, I don't even know. We'll think of something. Can't think of anything right off the top of my head, but yeah. As I say that, we're going to take this little pink guy and we're going to put one of these dangles on it, and I'll show you how to attach that so you can keep a little dangle that you can move around. Set him down because I'm kind of thinking. These are those wooden bingo markers. This is also a bingo marker. This is also a bingo marker. Okay, I took these little wooden bingo markers and this little vintage plastic one here, and I put stickers on them. See, little stickers. You could also use rub-ons. You can use a lot of things, but I was thinking about incorporating those. I already talked about that. And this is file folder covered with washi, and I have a plan for that. So we are going to put this stuff back in here for now. And whether I get to it or not today, I do have plans on doing the front of this journal and putting in some sort of area where dangle can hang from the binding. I want to put, uh, I can't think what they're called, the book corners. Yeah, book corner. I want to put book corners on it, and a couple other things that I have. I have some of these big gold, these big gold, they're just plastic, but I kind of want to put it on there because there's so much gold in here. They're really, there's a lot. And I mean, not like an overabundance, but it's got a lot of gold hints in it. And I mean, it's a little golden book, and I kind of want to use those gold those great big giant gold buttons, and maybe put the ribbon for the closure behind them. I'm not sure. Can't quite figure it out. Okay, now this is mostly purple. It's something that I had made. It's just a couple little pre-made tags because those eyelets are way too good for me to do. And I just put some scrap paper on them. Made a little, this is just a piece of like textured handmade paper. But I like the coloring and everything. But it's very purple. So I decided that I was going to use it in here, and I wanted to show y'all that if you take something like this, off of there, let's move this out of the way. But I wanted to show y'all, if you take something, let's cut you because you're ugly. Take and make them even-ish. Put that back up there. We're just going to take and put a little bit of pink in here. What am I doing? And show you how you can make it look a little bit more like what you want to use it for. I mean, pink is already in here, yes, but the purple is very dominant in this. So I just put in pink ooh, pink seam binding in both of these. It's going to really change the look of it. Originally I thought maybe one pink and one purple, but no, they both need pink. That's, and the purple is in the back, so I mean that's going to make it look so much better in this little journal. Let's find a spot for it. Ew. See, the thing is, I don't want to glue too much down because I know she really likes to journal. Oh, kind of like there. Could even maybe do it as like a little impromptu belly band. Tuck something in behind it. So that's what we're going to do. My main goal is to finish this journal. I just want y'all along for the ride. Once I thought about the new things that I'm trying, and maybe somebody's never seen it done before. Maybe somebody's actually watching from my original girls, and you guys want to actually learn more than just the little original journals. So yeah, why don't we have you along for the ride? I actually told one of my friends the other day that I would send her some of my favorite YouTubers that make ephemera and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you could do it too, but I didn't think I could. Well, guess what? As I've said, if you never start, you're never going to get started. So there we go. All right, this is just a cheapo kids bingo card out of a newer bingo set. It's not really vintage. It's just cardboard. They were actually two of them back to back, like folded, so you could give them to the kids and then they play and then they could flip the card over. But we're not going to go into it, but my little sweet little pudding pop made a mess with all the balls, and it was, yeah, we no longer have that set, so I kept the cards. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to make him into a little bunny journaling card, and he's going to be ever so cute. And again, we're just going to use good old-fashioned glue stick. Just really going to gloop it on here. I'm not going to worry about the big globs too much. Although I did mess one up the other day in the writing board video, and I had to fix it. But that's what I do. I mess things up and I fix them. So here, let's scoot him over a little bit. How are we there? Are we good there, buddy? Let's just get you smoothed out a little bit. Oh, and if you've never watched me with my glue sticks, I use this to smooth them down a lot. I have a brayer. I don't use it. Haven't used it for years. I do with my jelly plate. I do use it then. But yeah, that's about it. I have a couple of brayers actually. And I don't use them. I'd rather use my hands or the tip of my glue stick. This one's actually getting kind of goopy. It's going to end up ripping something. Shiny little card. I learned a lot from that Alice journal. I can take lots of new stuff and make it look old. I mean, I knew I could, but I mean, that if you didn't watch that journal cover redo of that Alice in Wonderland shiny book that I did, and you're new, go and watch that. I mean, it's a horrible video. It is. It's awful. I lost it for a while. My husband and my son had to recover it. But just the I mean, I was so scared. But just the idea of how you can take something that looks so shiny and new, and you can take it and make it look so old and vintagey. It's actually, where's it at? It's around here somewhere. Oh, I see it. It's over there. If I have to walk over there for a reason, I will grab it. If not, I will have it out for the next video. Okay. So we're going to cut this mess off here. Come on, come on, come on. I'm going to put some coffee dyed paper on the back of it. I didn't use any coffee dyed paper in there. I don't want to use that on there. Oh, how much of this do we have? Not enough. I thought maybe we could use up the rest of that paper. Okay. Let's see. Then what are we going to use? I had some pink. But I think I used it all. Boy, I'm at a loss when I can't use coffee dyed paper. Let's see, what do we got in here? Let's do some of this. Let's use a piece of this. Oh, that might actually be better. I actually kind of like this better, I think. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to put glue on the back here. And I'm actually going to be a good girl. And I'm going to wait until it dries. And then we're going to cut it down. I mean, clean it up, cut it down. I'll probably cut it off a piece of paper. But and when it dries. But yeah, taking shiny new stuff is super duper easy. Now that I actually wrapped my head around it, that I've been doing it, I just never thought about it on that scale. Okay, so I'm actually going to let him dry, not mess with him too much, and I'm going to put him over here, and let him flatten out a little bit. All right, let's see, what do we want to make next? I have this idea in my head, okay, that I've been messing around with envelopes a lot. I actually have a video that I'm in the process of figuring out how to how to get it done. I've been messing around. I had bought a giant box of vintage envelopes at the thrift store, and I've been messing around with them. I'll just give you a quick peek of one that I made. This one, and I've got directions and numbers and stuff on it, so because I wanted to be able to do it again, to replicate it for you guys. But it's just a little 3-page, but the back folds out. It's kind of simple, and the front folds out. And I've made it from 7 envelopes, but I've been messing around with them a lot. I have a couple of them stacked up over here. I want to make a video on what you can do with some of these old envelopes, because my craft store, no, my little thrift store, my local one, has these all the time. I guess people, maybe a card places, I don't know, is there a superstore thing that, do they store these? I don't know how they end up in there, but they do, and I love them. I have an entire box. You know, I go through them and I put all the right sizes together, and then I put all my oddballs to the one side. But I have quite a stack of these, and I was thinking about trying to make something. I hadn't watched the video, but I should have probably watched the video. I had seen somebody posted something about a waterfall, excuse me, a waterfall something, and I think it mentioned envelopes. I don't remember, but I had already been messing with my envelopes, and I saw that, and I kind of went, I wonder if I could do that. Well, these happen to be the same size, almost, as these index cards that I have. And these are just little cheap ones from Dollar Tree or something. But I have these really pretty little vintage papers that fit. They're not real vintage, they're fake vintage papers that fit really well on these, but I usually have to cut them down just a tiny bit, you know. So they're going to fit really good in these. I just need to figure out how to make it to where, what am I doing? Go like, would go like this, like down a page, right? Yeah, and then you would have your card there, and you would have your card there. Did I get 4 of these out? I got more than 4. Okay, so why don't we just figure it out together? Sure, we're going to do that. Okay, I kind of wanted to find my bunny stamps to stamp on these, but I'll find them later. And I'll just put a right board behind it, and everything will be fine. It'll be fine. Do I want to dim on this? Let's see what else we got. Probably need to take the bulky stuff out of here, because it's in there, but it's not placed yet. So, where'd you fall out of? Are you supposed to be in there? Where are you supposed to be? Where do you belong? Where's your home? We're going to set them over here. Okay. These are sewn in. They're not tied yet. So they're very malleable. This I need to glue down. Let's hold my page right here. See? ADHD crafting. That's what I do. But if I don't fix it when I see it, it's not going to get fixed. I know how I am. That, or I won't be able to stop thinking about it and until it's fixed. Well, honestly, because I know don't if I don't think about it, I'll forget and it won't get fixed. And I'll wake up at 3 a.m. going, oh my gosh, I never fixed the pom-poms. Yeah. So, anybody else have that problem? I know it's not just me. It's not just me. Okay. Anyways, continue on. I don't know. Should I do it here? No. Should I do it here? No, because it'll cover that up. I was thinking if they were all up, you know, like the last one couldn't be, let's fold up, couldn't be any higher or lower than that. It looks pretty even. Can we do that? Should we do that? I think we shall. Can we? Okay, obviously, I'm not putting them on like this. I just want to see like spacing. See, between there and there would be like there. Whoops. Between there and there, be like there. Let's see what this time it would be. It would be there. It's not awful. I mean, without measuring. It'd be better if I measured, right? Probably. Okay. We might try and do this, and then we might call it good on this video, because I'm sure this is going to take me a while to follow through. We'll see. We'll see. Just clamoring along. Y'all just long for the ride. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do first. Get me something to be able to glue on. Here, let's get the silicone mat out again. I want them to be like this, so I can put something on them, and then flip up, and then the card slips out. Yes, that's how I want them. Would it be easier if I waited and actually put the stuff on all together? Sure, but I'm afraid then I wouldn't show you. So we're just gonna, I would do it and I wouldn't make a video of it, and then I know how I am. I wouldn't want to do it again. That's why I was so upset that I wasn't videoing this stuff. But you know, I'm new, so all I'm doing is taking some of that glue off. It had a little bit too much on it for me, I think. We're going to take it and fold it backwards. And we're just going to try and get it straight-ish on the page, hopefully a little. Like that. And it covers it all up. That's awesome. Yes. Love that. Okay. So how good is this one glued? It needs more. Oops. Okay. Oh, a boy and his dog. All right. Okay. Kind of nervous. Kind of nervous. Should I be nervous? Probably. Knowing me, yes. Absolutely, you should be nervous. Do I want to do this one up here? Oh, I can't, because you know why? Because I can't. That's why. It was like this much-ish room, I think. I don't know. Did I just mess up? Maybe. Okay. Where's the towel? Okay. Don't wrinkle anything, guys. Come on. You're not that wet. You're just glue stick. Okay. Oof. Sticky. Everything's so sticky. Okay. Do another one. We'll see how this one looks, and we'll see if we can get another one on there, and if so, then we'll give it a whirl. Okay, let's put it down here. And oh, you're a little off kilter there, buddy. Don't be wonky. Don't be wonky. Be a good boy. Don't get sticky all over the inside of the journals anytime. And nip this one off. Hopefully I'm still in. And part of the page. Hey, you know, it'll be all right. Okay. What do we think about one more? Do we think we can do it? By golly, I think we can. I do. Yeah. I think we can. Oh, you got a little off kilter. Now these are envelopes. So they're not going to be perfect. And they're old. Who knows what they were for? Valentine's or get well cards, thank you cards. Who knows? I have a ton of I think it's the one with the roses at American Greeting. A ton of those in the box. So that's why I'm thinking they came from like a store, because there's tons of them. Yeah, I think we need to go right about there. And I'm gonna kind of mark along the back where I don't need glue. Oh, come on now. Okay, that works. All right. If you are watching this and you want to see something in this journal or a future one, let me know, and I will try and make it happen. And yeah, like I said, we'll do a flip through at the end, and hopefully it all turns out well, or at least, you know, decent, done. Probably shouldn't cut this yet, but when do I ever listen to myself? It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Okay, hopefully my head's not too much in the frame. You can still see. What? Oh, that's the other envelope, Cindy. Come on. Okay. Board. Here. This one. This one's nice and sturdy. see whose video that was. I'm gonna have to go look for it, because I got the visual idea from them, so I need to at least mention them in my next video. But or if I can find it, I will I'll put it in the description under underneath where you click on more and it brings it out. I'll put it in there, and I may watch it to see if I could have made it easier on myself. Probably could have. I don't quite think of things the way that other people do. But yeah. So I'm quite happy with that. And by the time I do 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4 with paper, that'll be cute. Cute. Okay, so I'm going to put those there. I do have one more thing that I want to add, and hopefully nobody backed out of it beforehand. If I can find it, I have another envelope somewhere. Oh, there we are. Okay. So, this is her writing board from the other day. We'll put this all the way in the back. Perfect spot for it, right? Oh, so cute. Okay, so I have this little vintage envelope, and this is actually a disposable paper coaster. These are some of the things that I pick up. Like I said, I pick them up at the vintage shops all the time, thrift stores and stuff. And sorry about all the glare from the gold. It's part of this journal, though. Part of the journey. It's part of the journey. But yeah, I thought with the envelope I could make a little flip-out pocket, you know. Maybe cover up something that needs to be discovered. See what we can cover up. What can we make hidden today? This is pockets. I love the little chick. No, I can't cover that up. I'll this little pink bunny here. Can't cover the little pink bunny up. I like it better on that other one. Do we cover the butterflies up? No, don't want to do that. That's kind of cheesy. Come on, just make a choice. I could sit here and flip through it all day. Where was I at back here? Let's do that one. Somewhere back here, right? Who's this bunny? I'm gonna cover up the little bunny. Yeah, make that a little flip, and it looks like this on the other side. Or do we want to just not even cover up the bunny and just add pink to the page? No, we can't do that. Well, yeah. Oh, but it's got a ghost bunny over here. I don't want to mess that up, because then I'll cover up the little ghost bunny. See him? Well, maybe I'll find a spot for this. You guys already see how I'm trying to figure out how to use it. And you can use any type of envelope. That's kind of pretty. And cover up that bunny in the pink and the green. That's what I'll do. And he's a gray bunny, and there's gray inside there. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And I'm actually probably going to glue it to where I'll probably just glue the whole thing down. Sometimes you can kind of make them into a little tuck or a little pocket, but I'll probably just glue the whole thing down. But this, I was thinking, maybe even back behind here. So you want to pick it up and look at it. Make like a little tuck. So this can flip out. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. They're both roses. This can flip out, and then you're going to have a little tuck right here. So that's what I think I'm going to do with that. So I'll put that to the side, and I just want to say thank you very much if you made it this far. Be sure and leave a comment, like, share with your friends, or if you really like to and you want to come back and see what else happens, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and you can hit the little bell and you'll be notified when I load a video up, and you can join along in this playlist, and or you can just watch some of the other things that I clamor through and get a giggle along the way. And if you do, I would really that would bring joy to my heart, quite honestly. So I just want to say thank you very much and have a blessed day. Much love to all.